Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Monster Hunter World Beta. This is going to be the second episode in our series where we take a look at the territories of some of the monsters offered to us in the beta here. In this one, we're going to be taking a look at the Anjanath. And kind of like a sequel to the Great Jagras, we're going to be taking a look at how the Great Jagras is affected by the fact that the Anjanath is now in play. Now, keep in mind, even if you do pick the original quest, which is just to hunt the Great Jagras, the Anjanath is in the area, but usually off doing something else in the far northern regions, that way so new players don't have to run into them immediately. But with the stakes being raised, and with the main quest being to fight one of the toughest monsters in the game, for this beta anyway, well, it's going to be a little bit different. So let's go ahead and jump on into it. We're going to jump into single player here, and we are going to be playing as our female hunter this time, just for shaking things up a little bit. As you can see with the ancient forest, we originally were in areas 1, 2, 3, and 4. A little bit of 4 as we only kind of went into the beginnings of the western side. We never went to the eastern side or northern area of that, as the Great Jagras in the original quest only really traversed the first 4 areas. However, with the Anjanath, we're going to be dealing with the fact that he's in the northernmost regions. He'll be anywhere from Area 9 and 8, which is a place he loves to frequent. 8 especially, because that's where his food is, the Aptonaths. Now, if the Great Jagras isn't around, he'll be in over Area 1 or Area 4, as the Great Jagras usually eats those, and the Anjanath knows there's no reason to go eat already eaten food. So we're going to be exploring the northern locations of the map, and maybe we'll even run into our friend Rathalos, who loves to hang out in Area 12. And I'll keep in mind, by the way, the Anjanath's home base is in Area 10, which is right on the easternmost side of Area 9. I'll try and be more obvious about it once we jump on in, but we're going to enter in from Southwest Camp 1. Keep in mind, if you want to try and jump into Anjanath within the first 2 seconds of the map, I would highly recommend starting on the Northwestern Camp Area 8. Let's read the flavor text real quick. A terrible, unconfirmed creature lies hidden in the ancient forest. This creature marks its territory with sticky yellow mucus. We need you to find it and take it down. The mucus? Or the monster? I don't know. Both sound scary to me. Let's go jump on in. We got 20 minutes for this. Now, I'm not going to be able to defeat this guy, at least with my skill level anyway, with the lance, fast enough, but we're just going to use the first quest here to kind of explore and have a good time. I'm wearing my try-hard armor, which is 4 tiers of attack and 2 tiers of speed eating, and my kitty cat's also wearing the Anjanath gear because he's in high spirits. Look at him. He's always upset, but you know, he's there. He's living life. He's having a good time. Let's go ahead and depart. I'm trying to keep it a little bit fresh with the different weapons here. I'll admit that my lance skills aren't particularly amazing. I know all the moves and the move sets and generally how it should be played, but a lot of the time I will get completely wrecked. Even with my point guard almost being on point at times, I can really mess up badly once I start facing away from the monster, and then I forget how to face my guy, which is always the worst. But regardless, let's go ahead and jump into the item box and grab our typical items. First things first, I'm actually going to drop off some of these garbage items that they give us. Life powder is good, but I don't want it. And I think everything else should be nice there. I'm going to grab our pitfall trap because I love that thing. And we're going to grab our flash pods in case Rathalos wants to turn his ugly head. Or we can use it against the Anjanath as well, which is always great. Go ahead and sort our items here and back on out. Alright, kitty, it's time. And let's go eat our food, because what's a hunter without a full belly of food before you exit into the great unknown? Alright, so first things first, as always, let's take a look at our map. So, if we head up north, we'll be in Area 9, which is the place we want to be. The Anjanath base of operations here is right where my crosshair is. That's where the Great Anjanath loves to sleep, so that's the first area we want to go if we want to learn more about his locale. Of course, Area 8 is a great place to go because that's where he frequents food, and in Area 7, he likes to kind of hang around there and even make his way around Area 6, Area 11, and Area 5. And very rarely, if you scare him enough, he'll go to Area 12 without thinking. He'll go all the way to the top there. Because he's a crazy, crazy man. Or monster. Whatever you want to call him. Monsters are men too. I don't know, I've played Undertale. Alright. Let's go ahead and head on north, shall we? So, one thing I really like about this series is it's going to allow me to take time and just kind of focus on the world that we're in. Because I find that's a difficult thing to do when you're jumping into multiplayer or when you're live streaming and stuff like that. But in video form, it's a lot easier to just kind of walk around and have a good time and kind of learn the lay of the land, as it were. Now, as we grab these mushrooms here, which we kind of walked past last time, these are account items, and basically these will give you extra money rewards at the end of the quest, if you succeed anyway, or even if you fail, you actually keep going. Let's grab this guy. Oh. Well, I got flutterflies, but I didn't get this beetle. There we go. Hercudrome. Ah, that's like a typical Monster Hunter beetle. And of course, here we go. We got those ants there. Lovely. Look at all that sick loot. So you might notice I keep looking up here. This is actually an area where the Anjanath, I guess he could be great too, the Great Anjanath, may sometimes jump across to traverse the areas. Basically, you'll see here on the map, going from Area 9 to Area 1 is a bit awkward. Look how tiny this route is. So it makes more sense for the Anjanath to kind of leap across these rocks, and then he can get up here to the top of this mountain, come on down, and fight the Aptonoth here. Or rather, just eat them, because Aptonoth typically don't fight back when it comes to giant monsters. So you have to keep that in mind. It is pretty funny to watch him do that. So what I did there is I used this beetle. If you aim your little slinger around and you're kind of in the general area of this beetle, you can jump on it. And you'll climb all the way up. And you can even force yourself to swing. You don't have to hold the button once you're attached, but you do have to press X to let go. Preferably when you're at the apex of the swing. We got our toads again. Looking quite adorable. As always. Love them. Also, let me just unequip our net. Do we still have stone? We sure do. Alright. Once we can switch it out for something better, that'd be great. And hey, look, our first Anjanath tracks. How do I know they're Anjanath? Well, it's because they're frickin' massive. And typically a Rathalos would leave behind claw marks or something like on the trees, as Rathalos, for some reason, has a hard-on for trees. I don't know what it is, but it's very strange. Got some spider webs on the ground there. One thing to really point out is that the side of the screen on the far left typically will tell you when the fireflies have found something new, which is very nice. So usually the Anjanath likes to hang out in this area, if I'm not mistaken. And there we go. Thanks, game. Reaffirming my information from what I've been learning. It's not like I've been doing this quest 100 times to try and learn the area. Got some more old footprints here, and we're almost there, man. We almost have them on the map. Once you get to the second pip, he basically just gets thrown onto your map, which is always great. Alright, let's go out into the contested area of Area 8. And the reason I say contested is you're probably going to notice there's going to be some Jagras up here. Well, I thought my fireflies found something, but I guess not. Oh, they did find something. They found another old footprint somewhere. There it is. Excellent. Give me that pip. There you go. Alright, where's he at? Do we know? Maybe not. Maybe I was lying. Maybe he has to be really close to you. Oh, never mind. I'm lying. Is he doing the thing I said? Oh, guys. We might have to go check this out first thing. This is so funny. Okay. He might be doing the jump of doom, which is the most hilarious thing ever. I'm surprised we missed him last time. Well, let's go take a look at our friend, the Great Jagras. Ah, he's coming over here, I see. Maybe he was over in Area 1 just hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead and go invisible here for a moment so we can just witness the beauty that is the Anjanath just hanging out. So now we've fully discovered where he is. But yeah, as you saw there, once you get the second pip, you're able to see where he is on your map. You just have to open it up to get an idea of where he is. So as you can see, just hovering around this area here. He's probably going to go either rest in his little underground hut. He has two places where he likes to go sleep. One where it's closer to Rathalos, I believe in Area 11, somewhere around here. I apologize, I don't know the exact location. And then he also likes to sleep in Area 10 if he's super wounded and kind of short on time and not too scared to go up to Rathalos. Or maybe too scared to go up to Rathalos. How should the wording be? Oh well, we'll never know. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Anjanath. I'll take that. Now you know how his mucus gets everywhere. He uses his gigantic nose, and this dung is also very useful as well. We'll go equip that if we can. Nice. This dung will allow us to scare away a pesky Great Jagras if we run across him. Now, even if our ghillie suit were to wear off, typically the Anjanath doesn't really care about us unless we're physically trying to kill him. Ooh, maybe we'll be able to see him actually fight something. That'd be pretty cool. Man, he is just all sorts of snotted up. I mean, with that many nostrils, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Aha! So as you can see, the Great Jagras has decided to come up north in this mission specifically. His territory is still on the bottom side of the map, but he feels contested by the Anjanath. Although this time he's decided not to engage in combat, which is probably for the best. He's going to go run on home. And we can even track him if we so choose, but it's not really important once you've seen him already. And as I've mentioned, he's decided to go up to Area 7, where he's going to go hang out in the little bay area. I want to call it the Bay of Trees area. I like to call it that. This area doesn't really have anything to offer you in terms of combat, and I'm going to need to go into stealth mode now, which is a bit annoying. There's a little cross on the map, you may notice. And I'm not quite sure what that means, but it means that the monster is probably going there at some point. I could be very wrong. I've never actually noticed these crosses before. What's he gonna do? He's gonna put more snot on the wall? Of course he is. Get some more blue mushrooms here while we're at it. And some new wildlife, the bitterbug, turning from the series. I can only imagine most of the items that we're picking up are going to be returning items. He's picked up the pace. We're going to go chase after him here, as now he's going into the easternmost zone, the northeasternmost zone, which is a prime area for us to fight him. This area is also a great retreat, as there's plenty of health items we can use. Only 10 minutes left. Well, good thing we're not actually going to fight Anjanath. Not until we reload the quest, anyway. Let's go ahead and keep chasing them here. I'm not actually following my fireflies. I kind of wish you could turn them off. I don't know if you can. If anyone knows, please feel free to comment below. Might be going into combat here if he noticed me there. He's a little bit angry. So Area 5, if I'm not mistaken, might be the prime area, or maybe it was an area over in 11. We might be getting there. Or it's a little bit lower underground, but there is an area with a nice boulder. Now, this is not the area. But yes, there is a prime spot to fight Anjanath, and it's with a giant boulder about to land on his head. However, in this case, it seems like he's going to enter into the Jagras territory. This is generally quite rare of him to do, but he will contest the area if possible. I mean, hell, he saw the Great Jagras in his territory, and now it's time to bully up and get ready to go. You may notice there's actually sparks above this thing. That must mean it's a high-quality loot. I've never even seen that before. Alright, I think we might be seeing the Anjanath going in to attack the Great Jagras, which would be absolutely nuts. As you can see here, there's a mining spot down there, and there's even an account-based item you can get, so you can get some more money if you so choose in the full game. Look at this, he's going to go down to Area 3. And we can even predict where the monster is going to be. That's what the X on the map means. We've been witnessing what he's been doing for so long. We know exactly where he's going to be going, which is super, super cool. Let's see what he's doing over here. Whoa. He's just hanging out. Look at him. I've never seen the Anjanath do this. This is so cool. He's just chilling, sleeping during the sunset. Oh, wow. Look at that. I've never seen anything like it. Alright. Let's set a trap for him, shall we? Create a pitfall trap here. A little loud, but not too loud. Oh, hi. Now, we're just going to have a little bit of an engagement with him, but that is really cool. So as we saw there, he traversed the whole northern location of the map. And as you fight Anjanath, he will traverse the map even further. As you can see, he's decided to go run through Area 1. And we know exactly where he's going to go because we've been really just tailing him the entire game, which is really cool. Hello. You want to fight? I guess so. Apparently the Rathalos want to fight too. Oh boy. Love the big shield on this thing. Oh boy. Hey. You gotta stop that right now, sir. Oh, that's his grab attack. Oh, I'm gonna dodge. It's probably pretty big damage too. Hey, there's my cat healing me up. I like how he just throws it right on me. Oh boy. Nice. All right. Ho ho! Let's go at him. Oh man, I'm really messing up my moves, man. One day, I'll be an amazing lancer. Excuse me, sir, would you please consider dying? That would be most kind of you, yes. Oh boy. I should have predicted that was coming. There we go. He was about to run away too. The soundtrack was actually stopping. But now we get to see what he's like when you mount him. Oh boy. We've actually been alive for so long, we've lost some of our hunger. Oh boy. He's about to go down here. I see you trying to run away. Not gonna work though. Now that he's covered in water, I'm sure we do slightly more damage with the thunder. Oh boy. Come on. Is he actually going to go through the Great Jagras territory just to get out of here? That's crazy. Look at him. He's going straight through his territory just to run away. It seems as though this monster doesn't understand what it's doing when it's escaping. And maybe it says something about Anjanath's awareness. Because a lot of the time you can sneak around him and he won't notice you. Unless you're physically attacking him, he's not even going to realize what's going on. So something tells me that he has some strange reasoning to his escape. And maybe have no reasoning whatsoever. He's like, I just need to get out of here. And I'm going to go to the closest area that I know to get away. Regardless of whose territory it is. Because he'll escape to Rathalos territory too, without blinking an eye. Yeah. Oh, nice. There we go. There goes the tail. Oops. Whoa! Ah, I was kind of hoping to be able to avoid that. I also need to repair my weapon here. Oh shit, he's going ham. Look at that. That was like 10 job bites. Oh, I'm dead. There's no way. How am I going to get away from this? Okay. Oh, even my cat healed me and it was not enough. Unfortunate. Well, the Anjanath was unfortunately victorious this time. But at least we got to explore a lot of what the Great Anjanath likes to do in this one when you're not actually trying to kill him. So let's go ahead and return from the quest, and we're going to restart this thing with a different weapon, because I just wanted to show off the lance a little bit. It's a really good weapon if in the right hands, but my hands are not the right ones, unfortunately. Also, the fact that we started fighting him at the very end of the fight, and I'm not quite used to how he behaves when you're using a lance and not able to avoid him. But excuses are indeed just that. Let's go ahead and jump back on into it and see what it's like to try and find him as quickly as possible. It's usually pretty easy to do. And let's see, what weapon shall we be using this time around? I think that the Evergreen Blade is quite fun indeed, so let's go ahead and use that. The Ghillie Mantle is great for setting up a fight. Rocksteady Mantle for in case he goes into his high, I want to say his high-end apartment. Quite literally, high-end apartment. Where there's webbing on the ground, and if he's doing any sort of jumps or anything like that, he'll typically make a mess of things, and you'll end up getting thrown around and dealing with tremors way too often that you won't be able to handle it. Alright, so we know that Anjanath hangs out in the northern region of the map, and he contests the area with our friend, the Great Jagras. We're going to use that information, hopefully, to the best of our ability. And by that, we're going to kick his ass, and it's going to be a great time. Alright, cool, and we'll just drop off all these things, like the null berries, well done steaks, sort our inventory, and alright. Jump on out. Let's go eat some food from our amazing handler, who makes fish look like chicken and taste like chicken, all at the same time. It's amazing. Alright, fantastic. So, we're going to head on out. My idea right now is to head straight into Area 8, and we're just going to run there just to show, once again, how it would look if you were to start in the bottom left corner. Of course, you can always fast travel. This is always a possibility if you're not in combat with anything. If the minimap doesn't have anything really around it, you can just immediately choose to go ahead and do just that. But even still, oh, if you're not too impatient, you can get there at a reasonably fast time. Also, I should grab these stones, because these could prove to be useful if I need to shoot something or grab the attention of a specific monster. Could always be great. Let's go ahead and grab our ghillie, because we don't want to attract the attention of the random Jagras that love to prowl around these areas. They try and scare off the Anjanath, but I've never actually seen them just straight up attack the Anjanath, which is super weird. I'll actually grab some of these. There we go, scanner nut. Ah, we got skid marks. Okay, so the Great Jagras has already been in this area, which is always interesting. Unfortunately, it's not what we're hunting, but now we have some idea as to what's been going on here. And this is quite different every time. It's never always going to be the exact same. But the idea of learning the map is so we can kind of have a general grasp of where enemies would be. So right now we got these should be Great Jagras footprints, hopefully. And this should allow us to find him. Ah. So where has he been heading, I wonder? And here he is already, there we go. So as you can see, without really using the fireflies there, just having map knowledge, we were able to find him quite easily as we explore the areas that we know he frequents. And here we go, we get a free mount. Obviously our ghillie suit goes away, but that's totally fine, because being able to locate him within the first moments is always great. And he's even opened up a shortcut for us. That's fantastic. Now we can go up to the one of his nests. Awesome. All right, let's get going at him. So if I'm not too rusty with this thing, I took a little bit of a break to try out the other weapons. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Ah, we got the Great Jagras here, as we kind of figured would happen. If we get a nice distraction here, we might be able to drop some bombs right on him. Nope, got the Great Jagras running away. Okay, perfect opportunity to use some demon powder. Charge up our axe so we can do a bit of axe damage. Or not, as he wants to kick my butt. Alright, sir. Let's charge up our sword if possible. Yeah! Alright. You can do some pretty reasonable damage as well. Use my... Oh wait, I didn't mean to use hard shell, but you know what? That's fine. Gonna drink my mega potion. A speed eater is quite nice to have here. Need to keep up the offensive if I want to kill this guy, though. Oh! Why'd you have to trip? Alright, sir. Roaring and running away? I see how it is. I see how it is, Mr. Anjanath. Always gotta be a little butthole, huh? That's alright. Looks like he's gonna run into the Jagras again. But then the Jagras looks like it just ran... Oh no, it decided to chase him. Let's see where this leads. Ah, look at this. Amazing. If I can actually hit the thing, we can get this to land right on top of Anjanath. Beautiful. Allowing us to do what I like to do, which is big damage. And remember, Area 12 is the area that has the rock, which is more so me trying to remind myself. Area 12 has the rock, Akabain. Area 12. Whoop. Oh boy. That's not how you charge your sword. But then again, he's also very angry right now. What? Okay, sir. Fire blighting me like that. Not fun. He sure loves that fire blight, I swear. It's like his only move. That's what he knows how to do. His bread and butter. He's learned it. Come on. Oh yeah. I see you trying to claw me like that. It's not very nice, sir. Alright, hey. You play nice. And charge the sword. You may notice that my cat is riding one of the Jagras, which is always hilarious. He likes to tame those a lot. It's one of his favorite things. Maybe we can get a tail break. He does not like getting hit in the nose, I'll tell you that much. Get a little charge here. There we go. Alright, he's not gonna like this. No, sir. Yeah, he's not gonna like it because he's not gonna get hit by it. That's what I meant to say. Oh yeah, look at him. He's already limping away. I think you guys can see what weapon I'm better with. Definitely the lance, right, guys? So right now, unfortunately, we don't have our Ghillie Mantle, but I would very much like to show you an interaction between the Great Jagras and the Rathalos, if the Rathalos happens to be here. And I can't quite see just yet, but he's basically in the Rathalos territory. Perfect timing! As if planned. Rathalos, you've been great to me in the past episode, and welcome back. It is nice to have you here. Please kill my target. Oh! That looked absolutely brutal. It would be a shame if I put some large barrel bombs here and just kind of activated them. I think this is a scripted damage sequence. Oh, and the Great Jagras has come to arrive as well. This could not be a better party than anything. And a free possible jump attack. Nope, that's not going to happen. Rathalos, you the best, dog. See you later. He's coming back down here. And there you go. What a finisher. And that's the great, or that's the Anjanath. The Great Anjanath, yes. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love this game. It's fantastic. All right. Let's go ahead and loot this bad boy. That was easily my best run of Anjanath, and that could not have gone better. We got Rathalos in there. We got the Great Jaggi? Let's go with that. We got the Great Jagras up there. We got the Anjanath. Oh. Could you not ask for a better situation? Look at that finisher. A jump attack into the face. 9 minutes, 12 seconds. Probably not record time, but hell. It was a great time, nonetheless. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We'll be taking a look at the Baroth, most likely, in the next video. And, of course, in the future, we may look at the Rathalos and his environment. If I can somehow find him, or her, rather, the Rathian, and even the Diablos. Alright, I'm Akabain101. Have a great day.